Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Formation the Podcast. It's Nat Elle and our very special guest, Damian Hall, F1 journalist, correspondent, photographer, videographer. Have I forgotten anything, Damian?
You got it. Everything.
So today's episode, we are going to be diving into our predictions for the Las Vegas Grand Prix. But before we do, we need to pick your brain. We're going to ask you some hard questions.
And hopefully they're not going to be too hard, Damian, but we would love to pick your brain on a few of the hot topics at the moment. Firstly, where I'm going to start off is we have got 3 races left remaining in this season. Where do you currently stand on the Drivers' Championship battle? What do you think needs to happen for the championship lead to change hands possibly?
So Elle is an Oscar Piastri fan through and through. So she is trying to think of anything she can for him to win. But we want to see where you stand. Who do you think's going to take it out? What are your thoughts on it this year?
Well, I honestly believe that because Lando has the experience and now he has the momentum, that he might go on to win. Anything is actually possible. It's still open. It would possibly take Lando not scoring or something like that to actually bring it back to Piastri. That's how I see it right now. Yeah, that's pretty much where it stands right now, unfortunately. But
Unfortunately for me, that
he
is.
can't win in Las Vegas. He can't win in Las Vegas for sure. So anything is still possible.
So that's what you think is going to happen. What do you want to happen?
Good. What I want to happen. What I want to happen is that it goes right down to the last race. That's all I can say.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Us too.
Yeah, that's where I stand. I don't mind who wins. Like, obviously, it would be great for an Australian to win. We haven't had one win in however many years. So it would be nice for our country, for the sport. But I love both drivers. And yeah, definitely happy for any of them to win.
Did you say both?
Yeah, I just wanted to go down to the last race.
This is a 3-man contention here.
Yeah, max.
Mathematically, and I think it's something that we've discussed in the weeks leading up to this race. We know that Lando's not going to be able to take it away mathematically this weekend, but I think that the both of us have also been in agreement that whoever does come away with it, whether it's Lando, whether it's Oscar, we hope it's Oscar. I hope it's Oscar. Or whether it's Max, I think we would be quite happy with any of those options because they've all just had a phenomenal season. But in saying that, so you're saying that you think Lando needs to either score no points this weekend to be out of the running. I don't want that to happen.
Not out of the running, but to put Piastri closer to it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I do hope it goes to the line though.
Yeah, the last race would be great.
Sure.
All right, well, we'll leave that there for now. So we saw on your socials that you were lucky enough to go to the epicenter of Formula One broadcasting a few weeks ago. Now, they've been copping a lot of slack lately on the TV direction during the races. You've been there, you've seen how it operates. Do you think they should be or could be doing better? What do you think? What's your opinion on that?
I think they're doing a good job. I think it was just like people are just overreacting, and as it was explained because I asked about the same thing, and they had explained to me that they're just telling a story, and they actually do a good job telling a story. So when they show the people in the pilot, they're just showing the people involved in because the real people, they have family just like us, and they're just showing the family that are supporting these drivers and their reaction to the race. It's type of like a little behind the scenes type of thing. But I don't see anything wrong with what they're doing. They're actually doing a really good job. The only thing that I had highlighted to them is that like a lot of people would never get to go to a race, but the majority of the time, what we see is like cars around the track. The little hints here there of what's going on in the paddock. But even when you go to a race, not everybody would actually have access to the paddock. And it's good to show that, but then there's a lot of different stuff that goes on at the circuit. There's a lot of activations and stuff. A lot of fun stuff goes on there. And the whole atmosphere is completely different to what you see on television. So it would be
Mm.
cool to bring a lot more of that into your homes. And then again, the different communities, the different places that they travel, the different cultures and stuff to explore a little bit more of that. I think people on a complete journey. Yeah, but I mean, they have little segments here and there that show you some of the places that they go to. And I think when I spoke to them, they said that they're open and they are working with this content creators right now and independent filmmakers and stuff. So I think yeah, they're doing some great jobs. Nothing complicated about.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think, Natalie and I have spoken about this as well. We have actually noticed, and a lot of people have noticed it recently in the last couple of weeks, that there has been a little bit of a shift in terms of what they are broadcasting during the race. But it's one of those things that they're trying to humanize the sport as well. At the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day, they do want to bring those drivers' families into the picture to show them that aspect of, this is what they're giving and this is what it means to them. So
Yes, exactly.
it's still so important to have their mothers and have the girlfriends and have, all of that being broadcasters at the same time. I think the challenge that they have is that they are having to put it in such a small time frame across the 2-hour broadcast or the 3-hour broadcast, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
And it is live at the end of the day. So, they're going off the cuff. They're seeing a scene. Oh, we think that would be great for the television, you know, and they're humans at the end of the day as well, the people that are editing and putting this together. So if they forget to cut to an overtake or they forget to do something, we do need to give them a bit more grace as well, I think. So I think you definitely nailed that one, Damien.
Another thing is that a lot of people not well a lot you might watch it on a different channel to somebody else in another country.
Mm.
And um I think you don't get the full experience of what they're given unless you actually get F1 TV, the F1 TV Pro. Because there are a lot of those shows on there and stuff and they have more freedom on there and they produce a lot of stuff on there. So I guess it's I guess that's a low plug for them in order to experience, you will have to get the F1 TV Pro to see
Yeah,
exactly
F1
everything
TV,
that they're producing.
if
That's
they're
where it's at.
listening. Yeah. And I think as well, you said not everyone is lucky enough to attend a race. And I never thought about it that way. Like I've been to the Melbourne Grand Prix before, and before I had been to a race as well. I had no idea what to expect. And there is so much going on around the
Mhm.
track. So I can't
And it's
imagine
different.
beyond.
And it's different from country to country. It's completely
Yeah.
different because you go to Miami, it's completely different thing to when you go to Canada or Silverstone in UK. So it's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
absolutely.
there's so much more they could be doing, or not could be doing, but that there is to show. And that's what's so great about the sport, I guess, that there's just so many different facets of it. And that's why I think the fan base is just growing so quickly because people are realizing that there's something for everyone,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
there. But yeah,
absolutely.
no, thanks for your answer on that one. That was great. Um, Elle?
All right, so we're so we're flipping it up. As Natalie told you earlier, I'm a McLaren fan myself, but Natalie, poor Natalie, is a Ferrari fan. So she is so desperate for a win. We're very desperate all year. We've been desperate for a win. We expected so much more this year, I think, with Lewis Hamilton coming on board. What's your take on Ferrari and where they're standing at the moment? And is all hope lost, or can we see a win before the end of the year?
Well, I think last year they were strong at in Vegas. Cities was better. They were actually, but Ferrari was strong. Do this, that. I mean, they've not been getting it right, and it's been like, what's a lucky dip?
Mm,
Yeah.
Right. It's a lot like a lucky dip. So the drivers don't actually know what they're gonna get on the weekend. And I think that's kind of evident from what we see and then from what the drivers say. Um, I initially felt like it was a communication problem. And so Lewis Hamilton first went to the team. And at Silverstone, I got the opportunity to ask him about it, like if he had any conversations with him relative to relying more on his experience and instinct, because it was something that happened in Austria, I think. I'll have to go back and see. But I asked him about it, and he had said that it's something that they brought up after the race. And even at Silverstone, they had spoken about it. Since then, at least you could see, because he had mentioned that he would never want to be on the same strategy as Leclerc. And since then, I think we've seen that he's been on completely different strategies to Leclerc. Um, Outside of that, I mean, it's interesting to hear like all the speculations and stuff, but you don't ever really know what's going on inside of the team, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's clear that they haven't gotten it right, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know if they'll get a win before the season ends. It'll be nice, but I mean, it's like the drivers aren't even, the drivers don't even know what they're gonna get on the weekend.
I know.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Look,
We
every
mentioned-
week we do hope, and every week Lewis Hamilton still makes it into one of our predictions.
Yeah.
And we can't be greedy. We did get it was a sprint win, I think, earlier
had a
in the
sprint
year.
Sprint
win,
win,
yeah.
sprint win.
So we can't be greedy. We
Yeah.
have had one win, but obviously we still want to see that grade A performance from him a little bit more constantly, a little bit more towards the top, and hopefully that's what 2026 is going to bring for him and for Ferrari.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
Pray every night. Speaking of 2026, though, we've heard a lot of rumors, new regs coming in, that Mercedes engine is the engine to beat. Obviously, we don't know because we haven't seen the cars yet. They haven't been tested. But what do you think is most likely going to happen in 2026? What team do you think is going to rise to the top? Do you think we're going to see a huge reshuffle like we often do at the beginning of new regs? Or do you think it's kind of going to be the same suspects at the top and the same suspects at the bottom?
I think for sure there might be a shift, but what I think might happen is I think you really just need to look at who has the better drivers, the best driver pairing, because it would be safe to assume that team would adapt faster to the changes. I believe initially, because everything changed, initially it would be close as is the hope, but eventually somebody will adapt faster and pull away. So I think initially what will happen is that you will have that scramble for the lead, and then eventually it'll just fall back into what we had when Mercedes was dominant and then when Red Bull was dominant. But I want to lean more toward Mercedes in strongest, but you never know.
Yeah. And we know that there's a Mercedes in the back of that McLaren also. So
Exactly.
yeah, it's anyone's guess. But yeah, we shall see. And you did say, your guess is that the team with the strongest driver pairing will rise to the top. Which team do you think has the strongest driver pairing for next year?
I set myself up for that.
You're very diplomatic with your answers, and I'm gonna just try and get it out of you.
Oh my goodness.
We want names.
I mean, pardon? I
We
mean,
want you to name names.
it would actually be between, for me at least, it would be between Ferrari and McLaren. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Nelly coming into going and with everybody starting the cocoon slate. I mean,
Yeah.
it could be
We'll see.
Mercedes too. So
Yeah.
you just never know.
And you never
the
know. There may be that Adrian Newey magic just being sprinkled all the while over at Aston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
You don't know what's coming.
Mad standards. You never know.
And did you see on Instagram, Lance Stroll's been in the gym doing push-ups and he's been working out. So
I didn't see that. I didn't see
yeah, he had shirt off push-ups at the gym. I was like, this is different for Lance. Not the usual.
Nice.
That's what I'm
Nice,
saying.
thanks,
It's that Adrian Newey magic.
He wants the other drivers to be scared. All right. So we know you love to say diplomatic with your answers, Damian. We've been getting a little bit of that throughout, I think, so far. So we're going to spice it up a little bit with some quick fire questions.
All right.
So
shall I kick it off?
yeah, so you got to answer quick. They're mainly
Either
one-word
gonna be
answers.
a yes/no answer or a really just quick one-worded answer. Are you ready?
Short, but go ahead.
Let's go. Okay, first question is street track or traditional track?
Traditional track.
Oh, nice.
F1 or MotoGP?
I knew this one would get you.
You can say no comment.
I don't know comment. No comment.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, next question is which driver who should have won a championship in the last 10 years but hasn't?
It's Lewis Hamilton.
No, that's going to answer another question we have coming up. Sprint weekend or regular weekend?
Child, that was a rough one because I would say sprint weekend is like that's like because the practice is cut short but there's a lot more work.
Yeah.
But yeah, sprint weekend, sprint.
Yeah, we like that one. All right. What's your favorite track?
Well, you mean on the F1 calendar? Because my actual favorite track
sorry,
is
your
not
favorite
on
Grand
the
Prix.
F1 calendar.
Yeah.
Favorite track on the F1 calendar was V-Class.
And is that the same as your favorite race weekend, or you can have another answer for that if you like?
Oh, favorite race weekend is always those.
That was Sam.
Always
Yeah.
those.
Has McLaren sabotaged Austin's car?
Nah, I don't believe that. Oh my God, that's a rough one.
I'll put that in there.
Nah. Nah.
That was me. Will the championship come down to the final race?
I hope so, yeah.
Fingers crossed.
In your opinion and your experience, who's the funniest driver?
I'd love to know the
can't
type
think
of
of who's-
humor too. Like, is it a nice giggle or is it just one word, one-liners or?
If it's a giggle, so Lewis Hamilton got these straight giggle for sure.
I think I'm starting to guess who your favorite driver is throughout the
Oh, really?
we might be aligned. We might be aligned on this one.
All right, next one. Will Checo or Valtteri be the number one Cadillac driver? Who do you think it will be?
Valtteri.
I agree with that one.
Do you think we will see Christian Horner head up another Formula One team next year or beyond?
I think it would have to be beyond. I'm not sure about next year.
No, like, do you think it will happen? Or
Possibly.
Yeah.
Could happen.
All right, last quick fire question.
no, we missed one. Hold on.
Oh,
Does Sir Lewis Hamilton have 7 or 8 championships?
Hi, jeez. Technically, I mean, he has evidence, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, for the people,
You answered with your face. You didn't even need to speak. It's all good.
Yeah. the heart tells it.
Yeah.
All right, last quick fire question. You've got your ideal F1 dream team lineup. You need 2 drivers, 1 reserve driver, and 1 team principal. Who are you picking?
I was for the world project festivals for Lewis Hamilton. Oh my God, it's Lewis Hamilton, Valtteri Bottas. And you said a reserve.
Can I guess?
Who would it put?
Mick Schumacher, team principal Toto Wolff.
Ah!
Any driver.
Oh, well, then I would still, because to me, I feel like that was the perfect partnership, Bottas and Hamilton, and Cotto just seems like the best boss. I don't,
Mhm.
but reserved, I guess I would go for Hadja.
Oh, newbie. Yeah, love that. Good team.
Great team.
Maybe one day If the stars align, it could happen again. All right. Well, that rounds off our quickfire questions. You survived. Well done, Damian.
Woo! Amazing. So every week, Damian, Natalie, and I come up on the podcast, discuss our predictions at the end of our race review. So we've already locked in our predictions for Vegas. We want to hear what your predictions are. So to line you up, every week we predict who's on pole, who's on P1, P2, P3, and then we also do a little bit of an honourable mention for any driver. It's self-explanatory. So we'll give you a couple of seconds to have a think about it, unless you already know who you've got lined up for this week.
I have no idea because like you always have to go to these weekends that open like anything can happen. So but if you go from last year, Mercedes, and obviously George would have the experience. So I would say it's George on pole.
Oh, love that one.
McLaren wasn't that strong last year. I know I said that he doesn't feel with the track. So I don't expect to see him up there. So I would say so Lewis Hamilton second. And there would be a split between Judge Antonelli between certain or I would say Antonelli.
Oh,
For your P3.
a Mercedes sandwich.
Mhm.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Love it. And what about an honourable mention?
How do you what's the criteria for this honorable mentions?
So it can be any driver that does better than what people would expect them to do. So it can literally be like a Sauber in the points. It can be, you know,
Oh,
I
I
don't
feel
know.
like Bartoletto will probably might be that to stop persons.
Yeah,
Yes.
he needs it this
He
weekend.
Absolutely
Yeah.
needs it. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Amazing.
Beautiful. So we've locked in Damian's predictions. We've got George, Lewis, and Kimmy. You heard it here
Yeah.
first. And we've got some points for Bortoletto. If it happens, we're going to have to come to you every week to find out if you've got some like voodoo, insight that we don't have.
Yeah. We're getting Damian's predictions every week on the week.
You can be our podcast's regular prediction correspondent.
That sounds like fun.
You see, it's a fun time here. We have a laugh. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. It's been an
Thanks for
absolute
having
pleasure.
me.
And we'll catch you after the Las Vegas Grand Prix to see whose predictions land, whether it's
Yeah.
Damian, Al's, or mine. So see you next week, everyone.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye.
Thanks, Damian.
You're welcome. Thanks, Bobby.